you've been passed up for leadership roles at multiple times? If you said yes, there might be specific reasons for that.
Courtney standing by with our civility expert to find out more. I'm curious to know where I've come up short.
It's so funny when Rosalinda reached out with this topic idea. I was like, you know what? I think that this is a common question for most people because, you know, you wonder, like, what makes this person more, I guess, attractive in this role than I am? Maybe it's something that you've not thought about.
It is, and sometimes it's just seniority. They have to promote someone. And the one thing that I've talked to people about this is they've been offered, I know someone specifically recently who's been offered a promotion and they've turned it down twice because of their personal life. They need the time to care for children. It's just not the right time. And if you know it's not the right time, you're taking night classes, you're going to be overwhelmed learning new things, dealing with different personalities. It might not be the right time. So you're setting yourself up to fail sometimes if you take on a position
That you're not really ready for.
No.
Well, let's talk about, because you said there are about 7 reasons, you know, bullet points, why you're not being considered for leadership. You said the mood swings.
Yes, and so many people, we all have moods, you know, and sometimes our coworkers get to know, I'm like, oh, okay, wait till she has her coffee or whatever it is. But if it's an unpredictable mood, that's what makes it really tough. And your staff members won't know when to approach you. If they should approach you today about a raise, well, maybe they should have waited till tomorrow because you'll be in a good mood, you know. That, the unpredictability.
Okay, now what about emotional breakdowns? Which, and I say this as a touchy subject because we speak more about mental health.
Yes, we do.
And being more in tune with that. But is there a way to go too far?
There is, and if you are experience something, talk to HR or your boss to tell them that you're going through so that everyone is aware. You don't have to tell them, divulge why, because that's very private, or take a couple of days off. But what I'm referring to is if you're always in, you know, emotional breakdown because you didn't get your way, or your staff questions you or has another opinion and you don't like that. It is more about not controlling your whims more than mental health.
You also mentioned personal woes become everyone's woes.
Yes, you send email blasts all day. I'm feeling better. I had my sandwich. You know, just constantly bombarding people about your, you know, how you're feeling, your woes. And worse is if someone is sharing something they're going through, you got to top it, interrupt. Yeah, but mine was way worse because that, you know, alienates people.
Right. And you were mentioning unnecessary interruptions like that. What about follow through?
Okay, if your staff, someone comes in and wants to talk to you about, hey, can we talk about a raise later today? Yeah, sure. And then you just forget about it. You don't get back to people. And that is really one of the biggest complaints that I hear in the workplace, that you don't get back to people. Or if there was an event that was canceled, that employees get back to them, say, hey, it was canceled. Just follow through on things that you say more than anything.
Okay, obviously bad manners can be an issue, but you also say there are some folks who feel like the rules don't apply.
Oh yeah, well, you know, when you get up to a leadership certain position, there are little perks, of course. Your staff doesn't know that maybe you put in 8 hours on Saturday and that's why you're leaving a half day early on Wednesday. So be mindful of that from the staff's perspective. But if you're always taking lunch, you're coming in whenever you want and not being present for your staff, or you're always getting a new chair every other month, you know, upgrading, that could look,
people notice
very much so.
Very key things to keep in mind, but those leadership positions are out there for you. You just got to be prepared for them
and speak up
when it's your time.
If you want it.
Absolutely. We're going to link all the details for Rosalinda to our website, gooddaysacramento.com, under show info and today's date, the author of Don't Burp in the Boardroom. Love it. Thank you, Rosalinda.